Hi guys, it's Granny Tanner speaking. Welcome to this FS22 Göweil First Impressions video. The Göweil DLC has been released on March 21st of 2023. Yes, so today for you, when you see this video on the release day, this Göweil DLC is the first DLC of the 2 years season pass, and so it is included in the season pass. But if you want to only get this pack and not the whole season pass, you can order it separately as well, so how you like. And the general topic of this Göweil pack is bales. And if you want to order it, I'll provide a link in the description below where you can buy it directly from Giants with my partner link, and you can make me happy when you order through this link. Okay, what is Göweil and what is this strange name? For the German tongue, it's a rather normal name, Göweil. It's not an everyday name, but we don't have problems to pronounce it. Göweil is the correct German pronunciation. Maybe the people from Austria pronounce it a little bit different, but it's still correct to say Göweil. And the manufacturer is an enterprise in Austria. Austria is a smaller country at the southern eastern area from Germany, so close to Germany but not Germany, and they speak a kind of German as well. And Charki comes from Österreich, Austria. Okay, and they have this manufacturer, Göweil, that makes a lot of bale machines. So, maybe first we have a look at the machines as they stand here in front of the shop. Then we go into the shop to see all the facts and prices. And then we go over there to try the machines out in FS22. So here we have tool for the front loader to handle bales with silage bales mainly, because the normal bales like grass bales and straw bales, they can be picked up with spikes, but not the silage bales, because that would destroy the foil and that would be a problem, and therefore we have this bale handler. And here we have another one that works a little bit different, and it is mainly for square bales, but I think it should be possible to handle round bales as well. And this is another tool for the front loader, and you can wrap bales with this. I would say the main advantage is it takes less place away on your farm as a bigger machine, and so this is good for small farms, I guess. Here we have a bigger machine. It's still a small machine, but bigger than that. And this is the usual type of bale wrapper that you tow with tractor, and then you drive over the field and catch the bales, and then it wraps the bales. We already had them in FS17, I know, because I played a lot with those in FS17 and FS19 and now in FS22. And this is the first official from Göweil. And here I went to the back because it has a special feature, a flipping tool that flips the bale, that it can't roll away when you are on a hill or such, on a slope. Usually the bales all go downhill, and when you have a road down, then all the bales are on the road in the end, and this flips the bale that it stands, and then it doesn't roll away. And there we have a stationary bale wrapper, so you don't tow this with your tractor. You only bring it with your tractor close to the field or to your farm, and then it stands just by itself, and you can bring the bales from the field, and this is wrapping the bales for round bales and square bales. Here we have a simple round bale machine, and yeah, just a normal round baler. And yeah, having a look on the details of the machine, this is the very good Giant standard. So the machines made by Giants are nearly always rather perfect and very, very high quality. And yeah, this is very high quality, all of those machines. But now I just thought on this. Yeah, this is baler and wrapper combination. You can make round bales and wrap them. And so only grass bales will be wrapped. I get this question a lot. Why does my baling machine doesn't wrap the bales? And usually this is because the players want to wrap straw or hay bales, but straw and hay bales don't get wrapped. Only grass bales get wrapped. It's the same in reality. The grass bales get wrapped because then inside the wrapping they ferment to become silage, and the hay and straw, they are too dry, they wouldn't become silage, and the grass is not used as a bale not wrapped, because this would heat up from the another type of fermenting process, and then it would burn. Even if it's wetter than hay, it would start burning if you are unlucky. Yeah, and therefore we have the grass is wrapped and will be silage, and straw and hay not. Okay. But this is the same with all the bale wrapping machines, or the combination machines. So this is not special for Göweil. But especially in the last weeks, I got this question several times. And here we have the special machines of this pack. They are stationary bale pressing wrapping machines, and they are rather big, as you can see. So there is not much difference between those two machines. The main difference is that this machine produces bales with a diameter of 1.25 meters. This is about 4 feet, about, not exactly. And this here, the Vario, you can choose from the 1.25 meters up to 1.5 meters. So this would be about 5 foot. And so here you have a variable size, and here like this you can remember the name. The vario is for the variable size, and other than that the vario is a little bit more expensive, it's a little bit heavier, but the other facts are all the same. Yeah, I would say now we go to the shop, like so. Oh no, like so. I don't want to build. Pack, yes, here we are. So, this, we start rather cheap as usual. Here the big machines are in the end, they are not so cheap. This is for the bale handler, and you can take bales from 125 up to 150 centimeters, the same size that the vario can produce, so rather small round bales or the normal round bales. And you can choose the attacher type from front loader to telehandler. So you can use this with the telehandler as well. And it's not so expensive. Here, this one is more expensive, even if it looks simpler. You can handle square bales up to 180 centimeters. And you can use it on the 3-point attachment or the front loader, this one, or on the telehandler. And here we have the mobile, the front loader bale wrapper. This is quite a funny machine. It's more expensive than the grapper for sure, because it has quite some mechanics. And it has a support roller if you want, here. So maybe this helps when you don't have it high up but more close to the ground, which is normal. When you catch the bale, it has to be close to the ground, and then this could help, I guess. And you can choose between the 3-point and front loader version and the telehandler version. And you can choose the foil color as well. So here we have quite some colors. I think the blue is new. And here we have the normal bale wrapper, as I would call it, a normal one, because I know this since a long time. And we have different design, the standard version or with bale on end turner. This is this. So just have a look on this. This will disappear. And now we get it. So this is the part, the interesting. And we will see it when trying. It is just a simple feature. It just, so yeah, a little bit turned metal bars somehow with a small wheel. So very, very simple design, nothing fancy, nothing electronic special feature, but just it uses the physics of the bale that turns, and that is something I really like from this feature, because the effect is very strong and it doesn't use unnecessary electronic stuff, and just those bars here, and whoosh, you will see. And maybe you like this feature as well. And you can choose the foil color. Here we have this standing one. I think in real life maybe that is very practical. I could imagine. in-game, for me, I found it not so practical. Maybe it is interesting for people who like to get the bales with bale grapper and then bring it to this bale wrapper who likes those handling with the bales. And I know there are a lot of people who like that, what I think is tedious work and difficult and annoying. For other people, this heaven on earth, to use the machines to handle the bales or pallets and such. And so that's the wonderful thing in FS22, that so different players can enjoy so different aspects of this game. And therefore I think for some players this will be wonderful, and for other players it's just like, oh, I don't need this. And yeah, but I think it's interesting because we didn't have one like that before. That makes it interesting, I would say. Yeah, here comes the rather normal bale presser. You say bale presser? It's not a wrapper. I have to see how this group of machines is called. For round bales, and yeah, you need 120 horsepower and you can work with 17 kilometers per hour, and it can press bales in the size of 125 centimeters. This is about 4 feet. Yeah, and that's, you can choose wheels. This is really basic. And maybe you could ask why this basic machine in this pack. Yeah, I would say to make it a complete pack, to have this baling equipment complete from this manufacturer Göweil. That's the reason why. I didn't need one more of those machines, and I even didn't need one more of those machines because we already have quite some of those. This is the baler wrapper. And I remember when I started FS17, there was no baler wrapper in the base game. And yeah, I just had the base game. I learned how to drive the tractor, what was very difficult for me. And then I found out that you can earn a lot of money with silage. I watched a video and then I sold all my normal equipment. I sawed grass and made silage. And I like to make bales, silage with bales. And I didn't even had a bunker silo on this farm. It was in Goldcrest Valley. And so I always had my normal baler, and then I drove with my wrapper, and I used my pickup because I didn't have enough tractors even, and I used the pickup to pull the bale wrapper. And I remember this so well because this was my first intense impression of FS. And then I found out that there is a DLC from what was it? It was not Pöttinger. Oh, was it Pöttinger? It was a red machine. That I remember. And it has baler wrapper combination. So this kind of machine. And I didn't had a DLC before. I didn't even use mods in this time. And then I thought, okay, it would really simplify my life to have this combination machine, to have the baler and the wrapper in one machine. And then I bought this DLC, and then I got together all the expensive money to buy this machine because they are in-game. They are always very expensive. This is nearly $100,000, and that is a normal price for such a machine. And then I was so happy using this, and I always drove around with my baler wrapper. And then later I played on Sosnovka, and I just started from the beginning with, I bought my mower and my beloved baler wrapper machine, and I went all over the map, because in FS17 you could mow everywhere and you could cut trees everywhere. But I went mowing all over the place, and yeah, earned quite some money from the beginning. It was something like I made survival in Sosnovka, so I took away all my money also, and so it was quite difficult. In the beginning I had to rent this machine. So not the Göweil, but the other one, that I forgot the manufacturer, but it was red. And this is blue, the Göweil. Yeah, and always when I see such a machine, I have to think on those old FS17 days. Okay, what can we configure? We can have the bale on end turner. Again, this is the same mechanics as the other one, but it is placed a little bit different. And we can have a silage additives tank. This will come here. Voila. And we can choose the foil color and license plate and such. Okay, so next one. Now we have the two big ones. They are quite expensive, but they are impressive. So somehow it gives the game a new gameplay, and that makes it interesting. I don't know whether I really need them for the way I play the game, but if I would, for example, make a lot of maize, corn silage, then I would love them, because you can make bales out of chaff from the corn, and you can make bales from cut sugar beet, and from TMR as well. So those are more or less only for storage, and from the other things as well. Here you can see what you can bale. Those are the interesting new thingies. The TMR, the sugar beet, the cut sugar beet, I have to look how it is called in English, and the chaff. And I think it's most interesting for the chaff. If you are a maize farmer that doesn't get the corn from the maize, how we have here in our region, but in other regions from Germany, the corn is mostly grown for chaff, for feeding the cows somehow, for making silage. And yeah, that would be interesting for me. I'd like to know whether in your region where you live, whether the corn is grown for the cobs and the corns itself, and to make food, or maybe some feed their pigs with the corn cobs, and or whether the whole plant is cut it down for chaff for feeding the cows. That would interest me a lot, because somehow it's fascinating for me. When I see the maize growing here, the corn growing here in my area, I'm so much used to it. It keeps on the field until it's yellow, and then they only take the corn cobs and they make food out of it. And in other regions, everybody thinks corn is always only grown for the green, for the huge part of the green stuff. Okay, but we want to see this. Sorry for my rambling. Yeah, we can have this. No, it is here, the wrapper design again with the bale end turner. It is here. This is a little bit a different mechanics. We can have a silage additive tank, and yeah, I think you will probably know that the silage additive exists in reality, and usually it is used to produce better silage. The silage is, the fermentation is a little bit faster, and the danger is smaller that it spoils. But in farming sim, this is not the case. We use the silage additive to have a bigger yield, so we have an increased yield of 5%. In the end, maybe the result is the same, but the way how it works is totally different. So, and we will see this unfold when we are out there. And here is the other one with the different sizes of the bales, and yeah, otherwise the same stuff. Here we can have this bale end turner and the silage additive, and it's not cheap, but I guess when you yeah, we can go out there and just go over to the field while I keep on talking. When you have a lot of fields with corn, that you always make chaff out of the corn plants, and this is your main farming purpose, then it's normal. Here you can see them, but this is the last what we will enjoy. It is really funny to watch them. Yeah, and then I think the price is okay, and you will be happy to get a loan or buy it or so. And yeah, but if you only make chaff once or twice in your life, then everything is too expensive. The harvester is too expensive, and this baling machine is too expensive too. And I think this is the truth for nearly all the farming equipment. Okay, here we have the normal baler, and it works just normal, and you can reset the bale counter, and you can turn on and off automatic drop. If it's off, then you have to press the Z button to yeah, I can show you then. We just do a little bit of baling, and this depends on how good you are at stopping. I'm very bad at stopping, even if I look now, very concentrate. Okay, yeah, if I had the automatic drop on, it would have dropped onto the swath, and that wouldn't have been good. Therefore, for me, it's good to have the automatic drop off, because then I can drive some meters backward and keep on baling. So this is just, yeah, baling. And in my opinion, this pack is a little bit similar to the Vermeer pack from last year. This was somehow on baling too, and it had the self-propelled propelled baler as the main feature. And what was interesting, especially for farmers that so we need a new row, and this is occupied by the other one, okay. Especially for farmers who produce a lot of straw bales or hay bales. And for my gameplay it was not needed. And yeah, here we have some other special features. And this is this way of stationary baling and baling other fruit types. So this what was this normal gameplay, I would say. Here we have the baler wrapper, which is normal gameplay as well, but I told you my story why, yeah, I have a personal friendship to this kind of machines. And here we see the bale on end turner. Bale on end turner? So now it is wrapped. And you see the simplicity of this mechanism. So now, and it just turns because this metal is turned a little bit. It's so awesome simple. Okay, I think that's pretty much it with this machine. I talked already too much about it. So now we have this bale gable. I think we can't know it. No, not gable. This is let's see how it's called officially. Bale handler. Okay, bale handler is okay. Yeah. It works like other bale handlers and other front loader tools. I use the mouse for it. Yeah, it's just normal. And maybe we just use this. No, not this. We take a different one. So, and here. Okay, that could have been simpler. So we take this one. Like so. I hope it works. Okay. Oh, no. And we go to the stationary bale wrapper. Which is a new gameplay, but not so, I would say, not so spectacular. It's okay and might be interesting for some people. So now open. Yes, it adjusts itself, and it works with the square bales as well. Okay, and you can activate automatic drop, but I don't, and therefore I have to press the C button. But the automatic drop doesn't function as long as you have one laying around here, so you have to take care that this is taken away. You could place this in front of bale storage. And later, when we have the big machines, I will show you the bale storage and their use as well. But this would be good to place directly in front of bale storage, and then it always drops the wrapped bale into the storage, and this would make it more efficient. Okay, here we have the handler for the square bales. Works like a normal front loader tool as well. Like so, and then... and here we are. And then... oh, if you wonder how I have the blue tractors and the blue front loader, they are no Göweil machines. This is quicker, and this is a ball tractor. I only thought it would be nice to have blue and yellow colors, to have matching colors for this pack. So, and here we have the front loader bale wrapper. I wanted to say the mobile bale wrapper, but the other one is mobile too, so that is standing there. So we have to go rather far down to get it. Let's see whether we can get it like that. Yes, it adjusts by itself, and then it wraps. And this is indeed, as far as I know, a new gameplay feature as well, because I don't remember another bale wrapper that you can use on your front loader. And that makes it interesting, especially for smaller farms, I would say. And you can unload round bale on end and unload round bale. I just try to make unload round bale on end. Okay. This is unload round bale on end. Yes, okay, okay. Yeah, now the next one. Therefore I needed 3 grass bales, because we have 3 different wrappers. So this is normal. And you don't need a strong tractor for this, and you can drive rather fast with it, but then you always have to wait until it's wrapped. Then in the meantime, usually you can drive. You don't need to sit and stand and wait. And now I drop it, and we have this fantastic simple tool again that is let the bale stand up, and now it won't roll. Very good idea. This feature with the bale on end turn thingy we already have in at least one other pack, but I don't know which it is. So this is not a totally new feature. So, and now it gets really interesting. Here we have a lot of blue and yellow, and in the middle we have this machine. So here it already had the worked, and what is interesting, what I really like, you can see how it works in the help menu. And okay, the drop area is blocked by another object. That is one disadvantage. So we have to take this away. And now it drops it. And does it work? No, I have to turn it on. And I can turn it on just by standing here. I don't need to enter the tractor or to enter this baler. I just need to stand here and then I can see, okay, 3,500 liters have been pressed. And now it is wrapped, and then it will tell me, oh, it is blocked again. Okay, and now is, I would say, the best time. Come on, yes. To show you the bale and pellet storage. So before the Göweil pack came out, we got the update to version 1.9, and the main feature, at least for me, was that they have bale storage buildings now, bale and pellet storage, and they used one shed from Elm Creek that you can find here. If you drive around, you can see this building, and they transformed it to a bale and pellet storage. That is not the most interesting thing, that they have this white, for my taste, rather ugly shed, but others like this run-down look, I know. The most interesting thing is that they implemented a totally new functionality, a new gameplay functionality, that you can make a bale and pellet storage. And this is only their first example of it. But we modders can use this new functionality and put it in every shed that we want. And that is fascinating. And as soon as this came out and I saw it, I thought, oh, I have to do this myself. And I modded some. First I modded those, so the same building but different color, that this looks cuter and more clean, and I pulled the unloading area more outside of the building in different colors. I uploaded it to ModHub, and here in brown and Hermann light brown as well, and in the white version in all those colors as well. And the ModHub team said, oh, sorry, we won't accept this at the moment. This base game rebuilds. We prefer self-made bale and pellet storage buildings for the time being, maybe later. So all those bale storage sheds will come out later. I will re-upload them to ModHub as soon as they allow it. And then I thought, okay, that's not good, but what is good? I have sheds, and I took my sheds, and those have color choice like the other Hermann sheds. I took sheds that I made myself and put the bale storage functionality into this shed, and then I could upload it to ModHub. It is already at ModHub. They made a fast testing process, for which I'm very thankful. So thanks a lot to ModHub. They tested it already on the next day, and so it's out for all platforms, and you can download it at ModHub. So this is colliding with the player, and I put this unloading trigger here. It is unloading and not downloading. directly in the area where this machine puts the bales. And to be able to do this, usually you should build the building first and then put the machine where it should be, but now I do it the other way around. So I use the free build mode and place it down. And now I think I have to lift it up a little bit one time. Yeah, now it's gone. And the next one disappears by itself. And it's stored there. And now we can put all the bales inside. So, and this is what I have in this machine is chaff, and it ferments to become silage in approximately the same time than the grass silage. Oh, you can't enter this. And the good thing for this bale and pellet storage sheds is, as long as the bales are inside, they don't count for your bale limit. Because they are no real bales. They only look like bales, but they are no real bales anymore. And if you reload them or respawn them, then they will be normal bales again. And you can always see what you have here. Round bale chaff, 3,500 liters, 10 pieces, and so on. And maybe we have a look how this works. We have been on the back end, but here is the front end. We come with a trailer and we unload our chaff inside the bunker, which unfolds. And now we go. This bunker has enough place for 20,000 liters, so quite some chaff stays in this trailer, and we can see when this is more empty, this will reload. So, and now it's producing and producing. See the wonderful animation. Oh, it's wrapped, and the next one is already pressed. And yeah, I like to just stand here and watch this. So maybe I will grow some corn just for producing the chaff for using this machine. But usually I always make grass silage. Okay, now to the other one. This was the cheaper one. And this is the Vario, which has, yeah, different bale sizes. What is the main difference? And yeah, to test some other materials, I thought sugar beet cut would be good. Okay, so this is unloaded. And I think now we have to activate it. Turn on baler. Yes, we do. And now it starts with its work. And I have to stay here to remove the bales, because here I don't have the bale storage. And about this sugar beet cut bales, they are wrapped, as you can see, and for the base game of the FS22, this is only wrapped sugar beet cut that you can feed to your to your pigs, and that you can use to produce sugar in the sugar factory. And maybe you can wrap them and press them to bales and wrap them to have a better way to store them. Usually if I would have sugar beet cut, I would just throw them into my multi-fruit silo. But here you have more fun with handling, and it stays the same, so it doesn't become silage. You don't have the fermentation message here, because we have no sugar beet cut silage in game. Only if you use Mice Plus, there we have sugar beet cut silage to give to the pigs, and this would be the realistic thing, because if you wrap those sugar beet cuts, they are a little bit moist, and they definitely ferment to become silage if you wrap them up like that. And yeah, they wouldn't stay just sugar beet. Maybe soon it will refill. Maybe we can wait. Oh, we have to move it away. So that they just stay peacefully inside this plastic wrap is not realistic. Usually it would become sugar beet cut silage, and the pigs love them like that. So it is realistic to wrap them and to feed them to your pigs, but not realistic that it just stays sugar beet cut. Let's see. This is empty now, and this, let's see. Oh, it's empty too. It already refilled. Okay. Yeah, this is nice to watch when you were unloading to this bunker, and then when it unloads again by itself, it starts tipping over, but we missed this moment. Okay. Yeah, so that's the most important, pretty much it, about the Göweil pack. I would like to know, are you interested in this pack, and what vehicle, no, it's not a vehicle, what machine do you like best in this pack, and does this baling stuff fits to your FS gameplay? Yeah, I would really like to know about this, because I'm always interested in how people play the farming sim. Okay, yeah. And again, you can order this either as if you have the season pass year 2, then you already own this pack. And if you don't have it, you can either buy the season pass, the 2-year season pass, or you can buy this separately. And yeah, if you play on PC, you can buy it directly from Giants, and for this I provide a link in the description below. And if you play it on consoles, then you can order it in your console game buying surroundings. Okay, I wish you a lot of fun with baling and a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.